Okay, well, we're post-match here at Meadowbank. Wanderers victorious. Points on the board for the first time in 2023. Great to see it. And 3-2 win. It was another thriller. We've had another thriller against Torquay this season, but this time we got maximum points. And Mark, get your take on the game.
Well, obviously delighted. I mean, first of all, for all the fans that came, Torquay fans especially, that's a long way for that many travelling fans to come. So really appreciate that. And for all the Dorking people, I can see it all down on social media. The Dorking people were going to get right behind us tonight, and they done that for the whole game. When you haven't got a win, sometimes the only thing you can do is win, and at all costs. You never quite know when they're going to come. And I thought we was in relative control at 1-0. I think their goal, which was some kind of a wonder strike, brilliant goal, was their first shot on target, and the umpteenth goal we conceded on the stroke of half time, unbelievably. It's a real hammer blow. I thought 1-0 up was pretty comfortable. Probably playing a little bit anxiously because we haven't won, and that's how it is. But doing enough good things, and so for me, the sending off really helps us in the game. There's no question. But I'd also say during that match, across the 90, the keeper Halsey's made some good saves. He got into some good areas at the right time. Bobby Jowett's the stanchion at 1-0. I thought we had lots of opportunities during the game to increase our scoreline. And it was good that we held our nerve and we defended brilliantly. Tony Craig led the way, real warrior. Man of the match for me, just because of how we organised and everything else. So, yeah, we got a win, which is great. I'm just mostly really pleased. We got Carl and Rob over from the US. It's been great for them to see their first game and see what it's all about. But best of all of our Law supporters, never say die, behind us. And now we go to Wrexham.
It's great continuity in Tony Craig's performance, getting the man of the match. And he really followed on where he picked up where he left off on Saturday against Bromley. But certainly in the top end of the pitch, definitely a lot more positive in that respect, because obviously goals have dried up in this calendar year for us. And to have Jimmy come off the bench and, of course, Ottaway come off the bench and get 2 goals. Great to see at a time when we've got new guys in the building, and we acknowledge that in an attacking sense can be improving all the time.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, I've said to the boys, if the difference between the league was in last year and this one is gigantic. And I sort of said to some of these boys that have been with us a long time. I mean, a lot of these boys have been with us since we were playing Ishbin League Division 1, Brighton C in the Prem, and now they're playing this division. And I'm saying, look, you want to play this division. You do not want to go back down, because it'll be after the Lord Mayor's show. And it was great to see Jimmy and Harry come off the bench together, 2 assists, 2 goals.
He was unlucky, Jimmy. You mentioned about the keeper making good saves.
Yeah.
It was really, really top-class save to deny Jimmy.
Oh, strong hand, brilliant save. The game's done of it if that goes in. So, yeah, brilliant to see some of those boys that have been here all season have a really good game, and that give them a big confidence boost. And, that's the wonder of football, isn't it? Sometimes you don't quite know what's going to happen next. Today, the first goal, by the way, is forgotten. It's a great goal, the first goal. Yeah. Really good. Really, probably the first sort of typical Wanderers goal we've scored in a while. Great football, great build-up, great finish. McShane offered on the end of those type of goals, sets back in the box. So we're all happy tonight. Like I said, mostly I'm happy for the supporters coming down in the cold, singing us on. And I'm sure loads of them are going to go North Wales on Saturday. And we'll obviously be going there to cause what, obviously logically would be a shock, but not for me, not one bit, to be honest with you. We're going to go down there and give it everything we've got to get 3 points. That's where we are.
And just finishing up on looking ahead to Wrexham, in terms of personnel, George Frankham went off, didn't he, in the second half? Looked like a bit of a knock. Isaac came on for him. How's George doing, and how are we looking for personnel looking ahead to Saturday?
Yeah, that's frustrating, because Cook's just, not quite sure Joe Cook's recovered from his hamstring. George has got one. Typical for George, he's not played since Boxing Day, and then he's played sort of 3 games in a short period. Standard stuff, them type of ones, which is really annoying. And I thought he was great, looked really good at right back, really cultured. Him and Briggs looked great. Yeah, so George Frankham, Joe Cook, doubts. But we got loads of cover, and it's these boys that come in, like tonight, we've seen individuals that have come on tonight that probably hold their place in the team Saturday. That's what football's about. They was out with a washing before the game, they thought, and they get an opportunity to come on, get some points, go home buzzing, and then go to the racecourse ground. and really enjoy their football career. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, so whatever team we put out, it certainly had more confidence than the recent one I've had. And we've not just got Wrexham Saturday, Bournemouth Tuesday night. We've got to be very careful, how we select players through them 2 games. So we'll have to have a think about it.
We've got 2 away supporters coaches backing us on the road on Saturday, so it should be a fantastic occasion. Mark, thanks for your time, and we'll catch up on Saturday.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thanks, Dan.